Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome back to another day of praying through the darkness. How many times have you found yourself in the middle of a raging storm? Your emotions are totally out of control. There is so much chaos and voices just screaming at you for attention or resolution to something that you're totally overwhelmed. Well, in Mark 4 verse 39, we're reminded of the storm that the disciples found themselves in while Jesus was down in the just downstairs in the body of the boat, I guess you could say, having a rest. And they did not have enough faith in themselves to be able to weather the storm. So they went down to Jesus and said, please, you need to save us. The storm outside is so bad, and it is tossing the boat around and around, and they were literally afraid of it capsizing and all of them being killed, swallowed up by the waters. Jesus went up to the top of the boat and said, he awoke and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. When the storms of life rage, it can take everything within me to not panic and to feel the worst, Jesus. When I consider that you calm the seas and you live within me, I have no need to fear being overtaken by a storm. The same power that split the sea so that the Israelites could escape Egypt is the same power that's available to me now. You are not a one-time help in times of trouble. You are an ever-present help in trials and storms. You have always been with me, and you always will be. My heart will take courage in your faithfulness. It will take rest in your power at work within me. Jesus, you once spoke to the waters to be still, and the raging storm calmed. I need you to do the same in my life. So speak to the tempest in my soul to be at peace, and my heart will find rest. Where my life is out of control, bring order like only you can, for I rely on you. Isn't that wonderful? Where my life is out of control. There are so many times in which we can let that situation creep up on us, can't we? We kind of get going, life is going good, and then one little brick will hit us. And we're okay, we think we can handle it, so we just keep going, and then boom, another brick hits us. And still, we're trying to handle it all on our own, and so we just keep going and going and going until finally we are so covered up with all of these bricks that have just weighted us down. Or maybe one little whirlwind comes along, and knocks us off course, and we think, well, we can get ourselves back on course. And then another one knocks us off course, and another, and another. And as I said, the storms all around us build to a point where we have allowed them to cause so much anguish and so much uncertainty in our lives. But all we have to do, from the very first brick, from the very first gust of wind that wants to knock us off the course that God has planned for us, we should stop right then and there and say, God, I need you to center me again. God, I'm turning this over to you. And see, I think that's where we get ourselves into trouble. We want to handle it ourselves. We don't want to bother God. But that's what He's there for. He wants to take those burdens, those little storms that creep up in our lives, and take care of them right then and there, so that we don't find ourselves in a whirlwind or a tornado that we just can't control. He is always there waiting. He wants to still the storms in our lives, because we have so many wonderful, joyful things in life to experience. We have so much love, and peace that he wants us to share with others. So if we are in the battle of these storms, we can't do that. So we need to immediately stop. No matter how big the storm is, we need to immediately stop and allow him to command the storms around us to be still, so that we can get on with enjoying life, enjoying what he has in store for us. And I hope that you'll do that. I hope that you will take a moment right now and look at the chaos in your life. Call on him to calm the storms that are keeping you from enjoying everything that God wants you to today. Take just a moment. He's waiting. He wants to do this for you. So let him do it. Thank you to each and every one of you that stop by every day to hear words of encouragement that are presented to us from this little blue book that is put out by Broad Street Publishers. As always, there's a link for you down in the description box if you wish to go and purchase your own copy or give it as a gift. If this was your first time here, thank you so much for hanging with us. All I ask is that from every one of you, be sure that you are a subscriber. Hit the notification bell with those cute little hugs on the side. Leave me a comment. Let me know, how often do you take just a moment and ask God to calm the storms in your life so that you don't let them get out of control? Because remember, we can't do it on our own. He wants to do it for us, so let him. As always, folks, remember that you are cherished, you are loved, and you are worthy of everything that God wants to give to you, because you are his child and he is your father. And remember, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.